Hey, my name is Alexis Lopez, and I'm gonna do my project on Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison, in his early years, was very smart, and he was interested in music at such a young age. In his middle years, he was strange to many people, and also very talented. And finally, in his later years, he became famous, troubled, and into drugs, and had a mysterious death. But also, did you know that he was also a poet, and he died at such a young age? This is just my project on just telling you about his life, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, bye.
Jim Morrison was born December 8, 1943 in Melbourne, Florida. He was the oldest child of Steve and Clara Morrison. Jim was always interested in his words. He wrote his first poem when he was in grade school. Jim read many books.
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, yeah.
The movie will begin in 5 moments, the mindless voice announced. All those unseated will await the next show. As we seated and were darkened, the voice continued. The program for this evening is not new. You have seen this entertainment through and through. You've seen your birth, your life and death. You might recall all of the rest. Did you have a good world when you died? Enough to base a movie on? People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Los Angeles, California, the Doors!
In 1964, Jim enrolled in UCLA, where he met another student named Ray Manzarek. Later on, in June 1965, Jim graduated from UCLA. Later that summer, he saw Ray at a beach. Jim told Ray that he had written some songs. Ray loved Jim's songs. Ray asked Jim to form a band, so they did, and later on, Robbie Krieger and John Densmore joined the band, and Jim decided to name the band The Doors.
Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if
Jim, you're facing 3.5 years in state prison for the Miami incident. The scope of this trial goes way beyond rock and roll. It's really about the First Amendment.
What we're testing down there is the issue of artistic freedom of expression, and it's a significant issue, and the trial is very interesting.
You seem confident.
Right. And hopefully it'll be over in time for me to do a European tour.
Jim's success didn't seem to make him happy. He continued to use illegal drugs. He was drinking more alcohol. He was getting arrested for creating disturbance, twice as more. Jim left Los Angeles with his girlfriend Pamela Corson. They moved to Paris, and no one knew if the Doors would ever perform again. In Paris, Jim hoped to focus on his writing. He had published several books. of poetry, Jim wanted to write more poetry, perhaps a novel. Jim learned that LA Woman was doing well. He called drummer John Densmore and he discussed that they might wanted to record another album. John was the last of the members of the Doors to speak to Jim. On July 3rd, 1971, Pamela found Jim dead in their bathtub. Some people believed he had taken illegal drugs the night before. A French doctor said he died from natural causes. Later on, Jim's friends could not find this doctor. 3 years later, Pamela died of an overdose. The truth about Jim's death is still unknown.
Hey, how'd you guys like the video? Well, hope you guys liked it. Finally, in conclusion, Jim Morrison was smart and interested in music at such a young age. In his middle years, he was very strange and also a talented person. Finally, in his later years, he became famous. He was becoming very troubled and into drugs and had a mysterious death. Well, I picked Jim Morrison because he is a very interesting person and very strange, and I just wanted to learn more about him, and I really like his music. Jim Morrison and his poetry and his band with the Doors is music that will always be here, and yeah, you guys should listen to them. Yeah, bye.